So you're currently a student and you got a summer internship, whether it be known as a co-op or practicum or internship. Essentially, you're starting a job for the next 4 months and you are working in some capacity at a company. So you're wondering what kind of goals or achievements should you set for yourself. So the thing about getting a summer internship is, first and foremost, you're trying to pad your resume. You're getting a job experience, which everyone will get regardless. But think about what is the end goal that you're trying to achieve. So for example, if your end goal is trying to get a full-time job at the same company at the end of your summer, and think about what ways can you expand your network in the company in the next 4 months. You might not find a job in the same team that you're currently working on, but if you expand your network, make yourself known to the other managers, make yourself known to the other directors across the company. It really broadens and increases your chances of getting a job, for example. If you're working in a company where, they do really sophisticated algorithms for data science, for example, and you're an aspiring data scientist, and think about, what are the things you want to learn from this company at the end of the 4 months. Again, you might not get a job at the same company. Most students don't end up getting a full-time offer at the same company. But think about what can you learn in terms of skill-wise and also experience-wise from these companies. It may be a particular project that you want to, be assigned to, even if you're not playing a massive role in the project. Just saying you're a part of a project, or just, seeing as a fly on the wall and see how things work is still going to be beneficial to most students. Same thing as skills-wise. If you are an undergrad student, for example, and you just want to see how stakeholder engagement works, ask to participate in meetings with clients or other external people outside of the company. Even if you don't play a massive role in it, again, even if you're not the one talking, at least you can see how things are done by the people who actually have those jobs. Ask if you're not very good at slides, ask to be assigned to working on slides, because over time you're going to develop these skills anyways. And a lot of times, and especially for people who are very good at something, it didn't happen on day one. They had to spend the time to really practice and practice and practice all over and over again before they got really good at something. So think about the skills and the experiences and the projects that you want exposure to. And then, have a chat with their supervisor and say, hey, these are the things I want to do in the next 4 months. I want exposure to stakeholder engagement. I want to be able to, create high-level C-suite slide decks, or I might want to know a bit more about, particular ways of doing things that's specific to the company, whether it be algorithms or, assessing risk, whatever it may be. And let your supervisor know, and then your supervisor will be the one, and they will have the onus to, really seek out those opportunities for you if they're available. And obviously, if they say no, there's certain restrictions on why you can't do something, at least you know the answer. And you don't, leave yourself hanging thinking, am I going to be assigned to this one day? Take the time and ask. I think a lot of times when we hire summer students, of course, especially if it's a university or college mandatory thing, you're going to have to submit some sort of learning plan regardless, where you can put a lot of these accomplishments and skills. But also take the proactiveness. Even if you're doing a summer internship on your own, that's not part of your school program. Really think about what you want to get out of this. Summer internship shouldn't be seen as just a way to pad your resume. It shouldn't be just seen as a job experience. You're really trying to learn from the experience. It's similar to, attending a course or a lecture or, doing another degree. As much as you can learn in the classroom, you can also learn a lot on a job. So make sure you set those high level goals. Of course, in a course, the high level goals are already dictated by the professor through the syllabus. We map out what we want to teach you at the end, but oftentimes in an internship, that's not really the case. We assign or we hire summer students because we think that you can work on these projects, but oftentimes we don't think about what is it exactly that we can teach you. And that's where the student comes in, because you really need to tell me what you want to learn in the next 4 months. And then of course, you're still going to be assigned to the project that I initially thought of you to be assigned to. But if you're telling me there are additional things you want to work on, then I can also look for ways and also how to integrate that in your schedule for the next 4 months. So in order to make your internship very valuable and rewarding, don't just see it as a job experience, also see it as a learning experience, and to tell your supervisor, and also to think about what are the things you want to gain from this experience afterwards, whether it be expanding your networks and knowing more people, or it could be talking with a bunch of people across the company to get a better sense of what their job entails, because you're kind of still lost in terms of career pathways and options. Or maybe there's particular skills that you want to pick up at this place, so that at the next recruitment cycle you can do a bit better. Think about these things, set those goals, and then let your supervisor know, because oftentimes we will find those opportunities for you, especially for the people who come to us with these asks.